Hi everyone, Privilege here. So today I want to talk about how to complete squares. So completing squares can be used to solve quadratic equations. Here with me I have 3 questions that I'm going to solve to show you how to complete squares. The first one that I have is x squared plus 8x. And the question says complete the square. So to complete the square for this expression, because you look at the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. So in this case, you write x squared. Then you say plus 8x. You divide the coefficient of x by 2. After that, it's like you're adding a 0 here. So you say plus 8 over 2 bracket squared minus 8 over 2 bracket squared. So from here, you then take the first 2 values that are squared. So those values, the first one is x plus this value is squared. X is squared, and then 8 over 2 is squared, of which 8 over 2 is just 4. So you then write 4 here. Bracket, then you square. So now you then say minus 8 over 2 squared, that's like 4 squared, you get a 16. So this is your final answer. You have finally completed the square. Okay, now let's move on to the second question. So the second question requires us to complete the square of x squared minus 3x. So the first thing again is to just write the x squared that you are given. Because the coefficient of x squared is 1, so we just write the x squared. And then we say minus 3x. We divide this whole term by 2. Then we then say plus this whole term, the coefficient of x squared. So that would be minus 3 over 2 brackets, then squared. Then minus again. So we say minus now. Minus 3 all over 2 bracket squared. So from here, we then take the first 2 values that are squared. Those values are x minus 3 all over 2. Then we square this squared, right? So we don't do anything to this value, this value that we're given, okay? So from there we then say minus 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4. So this will be the final answer. Oh, nice. Let's move on to the next question, which is a little bit different from these two. Okay, so we are given the expression 3x squared plus 6x plus 1. Complete the square. So the first thing first, we first factor out, because now the coefficient of x squared is 3 here. So we factor out 3. But we don't factor out 3 from the whole expression. We only factor out 3 from this 3x squared plus 6x. So let's do it. Let's factor out 3 here, and then we say into. This will become x squared, and then plus 6 over 3, right? Then becomes 2x, a bracket, and then we say plus 1, right? Then from there, we write the 3, say bracket x squared. Now we can complete the square because the coefficient of x squared is now 1. So x squared plus, we divide the coefficient of x by 2. Then we'll have 2x all over 2. Then from there, we say plus the coefficient of x now squared. So that will be 2 over 2 bracket squared. And minus again, alright? 2 over 2 bracket squared. Then we put a bracket because this is one term. Then we say plus 1. Moving on to the next step, still gonna write the 3 and say into. Then we write the first 2 terms that are squared. The first one is x squared, so we write x, then we say plus. The second one is 2 over 2 over 2 is just 1, so we write the 1 here, and then we say bracket, then we square. The next thing now, we then say minus 2 over 2 is 1, 1 squared is still 1, so we say bracket, we say 1 here. But this is still one term, right? This is still one term. So we then say plus 1. But now we need to simplify. So we then say 3 into, right, x plus 1 bracket squared. Then to separate, to remove this negative 1, we need to multiply it with the 3 that is outside. So we then say minus, right, 3 plus 1. So the final solution now will be 3 into x plus 1 bracket squared, and then 1 minus 3 we get minus 2. Oh, we can clap hands for ourselves now because this is the final answer. We have finally completed the question that I had on completing squares. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and don't forget to comment, like, and share to others for more videos, as I will be uploading more content each and every week. Bye bye.